Introduction: Wholehearted Living. In The Gifts of Imperfection by Brené Brown, the introduction sets the stage for a transformative journey towards wholehearted living. Brown invites us to embrace our imperfections and recognize the power of vulnerability as a pathway to authenticity and connection. She emphasizes that wholehearted living is not about perfection or having it all together, but rather about embracing our true selves and cultivating a sense of worthiness. Through personal anecdotes and research-based insights, Brown explores the concepts of shame, fear, and scarcity that often hinder our ability to live wholeheartedly. She encourages readers to let go of the belief that they are not enough and challenges the culture of comparison and self-criticism. By embracing vulnerability, practicing self-compassion, and cultivating resilience, we can unlock the gifts of imperfection and lead more fulfilling lives. Key takeaway: wholehearted living requires embracing our imperfections and cultivating self-acceptance. By letting go of shame and fear, practicing vulnerability, and nurturing self-compassion, we can foster genuine connections and live more authentically. Chapter 1: Courage, Compassion, and Connection, The Gifts of Imperfection. In the opening chapter, we dive into the transformative power of courage, compassion, and connection. Brown asserts that embracing our imperfections and vulnerabilities is essential for cultivating wholehearted living. She explores how courage allows us to face our fears, and compassion enables us to extend kindness towards ourselves and others. Through personal anecdotes and research, Brown highlights the importance of genuine connections. She emphasizes that by embracing vulnerability and letting go of the fear of judgment, we can foster meaningful relationships. By accepting our imperfections, we create an authentic space where true connection can flourish. Key takeaway: the path to wholehearted living begins with embracing courage, compassion, and connection. By facing our fears, extending kindness to ourselves and others, and nurturing genuine connections, we can lead more fulfilling lives. Chapter 2: Exploring the Power of Love, Belonging, and Being Enough. In Chapter 2, Brown delves into the fundamental human needs for love, belonging, and feeling worthy of being enough. She uncovers the societal pressures that often drive us to seek validation externally, leading to a constant sense of inadequacy and comparison. Brown challenges the notion that our worthiness is contingent upon meeting certain standards or expectations. Instead, she encourages us to embrace our inherent worthiness and cultivate self-love. By fostering a deep sense of belonging, both within ourselves and within our communities, we can experience genuine connection and acceptance. Key takeaway: love, belonging, and self-worth are not external validations but internal states of being. By recognizing our innate worthiness and cultivating self-love, we can create a sense of belonging and experience authentic connections. Chapter 3: The Things That Get in the Way. In this chapter, Brown explores the various obstacles that hinder our journey towards wholehearted living. She identifies shame, fear, and scarcity as significant factors that often hold us back from embracing our imperfections and living authentically. Brown unpacks the impact of shame on our lives, emphasizing the need to challenge its power by practicing self-compassion and vulnerability. She also addresses the role of fear in limiting our growth and connection, encouraging us to step out of our comfort zones and embrace vulnerability as a catalyst for courage. Furthermore, Brown delves into the scarcity mindset that permeates our culture and the fear of not being enough. She highlights the importance of cultivating gratitude and celebrating the present moment to counteract the fear of not having or being enough. Key takeaway: shame, fear, and scarcity often hinder our journey towards wholehearted living. By challenging shame with self-compassion, stepping into vulnerability, and cultivating gratitude, we can overcome these obstacles and embrace our imperfections. Chapter 4: Guidepost Number 1: Cultivating Authenticity, Letting Go of What People Think. In Guidepost Number 1, Brown explores the importance of cultivating authenticity by letting go of the opinions and expectations of others. She emphasizes that true authenticity arises when we have the courage to show up as our genuine selves, even in the face of judgment or rejection. Brown invites us to examine the ways in which we often conform to societal norms and expectations, sacrificing our true selves in the process. She encourages us to embrace vulnerability, be true to our values, and let go of the need for external validation. By living authentically, we create space for genuine connections and personal fulfillment. Key takeaway: cultivating authenticity requires letting go of the fear of judgment and embracing vulnerability. By staying true to our values and being our genuine selves, we can forge deeper connections and experience a greater sense of fulfillment. Chapter 5: Guidepost Number 2: Cultivating Self-Compassion, Letting Go of Perfectionism. In Guidepost Number 2, Brown explores the transformative power of self-compassion and the need to let go of perfectionism. She highlights how our constant pursuit of perfection often leads to feelings of unworthiness, shame, and a fear of failure. Brown encourages us to cultivate self-compassion by treating ourselves with kindness, embracing our imperfections, and recognizing that our worthiness is not dependent on being flawless. By letting go of the unrealistic expectations we impose on ourselves, we can find greater self-acceptance and lead more fulfilling lives. Key takeaway: cultivating self-compassion involves letting go of the pursuit of perfection and embracing our imperfections. By treating ourselves with kindness and accepting that we are worthy despite our flaws, we can cultivate a greater sense of self-compassion and well-being. Chapter 6, Guidepost Number 3, Cultivating a Resilient Spirit, Letting Go of Numbing and Powerlessness. In Guidepost Number 3, Brown explores the importance of cultivating a resilient spirit by letting go of numbing behaviors and a sense of powerlessness. She highlights how often we turn to unhealthy coping mechanisms such as excessive work, substance abuse, or disengagement to avoid facing our emotions and vulnerabilities. Brown encourages us to embrace vulnerability as a pathway to resilience. By acknowledging and processing our emotions, we can build the inner strength needed to navigate life's challenges. She emphasizes the importance of seeking support, practicing self-care, and developing healthy coping strategies to foster resilience. Key takeaway: cultivating a resilient spirit involves letting go of numbing behaviors and embracing vulnerability. By facing our emotions, seeking support, and practicing self-care, we can develop the resilience necessary to navigate life's ups and downs. Chapter 7, Guidepost Number 4, Cultivating Gratitude and Joy, Letting Go of Scarcity and Fear of the Dark. In Guidepost Number 4, Brown explores the transformative power of gratitude and joy while letting go of scarcity and the fear of the unknown. She discusses how often we operate from a mindset of scarcity, fearing that there is never enough, which prevents us from fully experiencing and appreciating the joys of life. Brown invites us to cultivate gratitude by focusing on the abundance in our lives and embracing moments of joy. By shifting our perspective and practicing gratitude, we can let go of the fear of scarcity and embrace a more positive and fulfilling outlook. Key takeaway: cultivating gratitude and joy involves letting go of scarcity and embracing a mindset of abundance. By practicing gratitude and allowing ourselves to experience moments of joy, we can cultivate a greater sense of contentment and fulfillment in our lives. Chapter 8, Guidepost Number 5, Cultivating Intuition and Trusting Faith, Letting Go of the Need for Certainty. In Guidepost Number 5, Brown explores the importance of cultivating intuition and trusting faith while letting go of the need for certainty. She highlights how our desire for control and certainty often limits our ability to listen to our intuition and make authentic choices. Brown encourages us to develop trust in ourselves and the unknown. By embracing uncertainty, we can tap into our intuition and make decisions aligned with our authentic selves. She emphasizes the significance of cultivating faith and surrendering to the journey, even when the outcome is uncertain. Key takeaway: cultivating intuition and trusting faith involves letting go of the need for certainty. By embracing uncertainty, trusting our intuition, and surrendering to the journey, we can make authentic choices and experience personal growth. Chapter 9, Guidepost Number 6, Cultivating Creativity, Letting Go of Comparison. In Guidepost Number 6, Brown explores the power of cultivating creativity while letting go of the harmful habit of comparison. She highlights how comparison stifles our creativity and robs us of the joy and fulfillment that comes from expressing ourselves authentically. Brown encourages us to embrace our unique creativity and let go of the need to compare ourselves to others. By nurturing our creative spirit, exploring new ideas, and honoring our own artistic expressions, we can unlock our true potential and experience the transformative power of creativity. Key takeaway: cultivating creativity involves letting go of comparison and embracing our unique artistic expression. By honoring our creativity, exploring new ideas, and expressing ourselves authentically, we can tap into our true potential and experience fulfillment. Before we continue, we would like to inform you that we release these summaries in audio format on Spotify before we release them on YouTube in video format with subtitles. Thank you for the support, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Chapter 10, Guidepost Number 7, Cultivating Play and Rest, Letting Go of Exhaustion as a Status Symbol and Productivity as Self-Worth. In Guidepost Number 7, Brown explores the importance of cultivating play and rest while letting go of the societal pressures that glorify exhaustion and equate productivity with self-worth. She emphasizes the necessity of incorporating rest, leisure, and play into our lives for overall well-being. Brown challenges the notion that productivity defines our value and encourages us to prioritize self-care and rejuvenation. By engaging in activities that bring us joy, embracing leisure time, and setting boundaries, we can restore our energy and enhance our overall sense of happiness and fulfillment. Key takeaway: cultivating play and rest involves letting go of the mindset that equates exhaustion with success and self-worth. By prioritizing self-care, embracing leisure activities, and setting boundaries, we can replenish our energy and experience greater well-being. Chapter 11. Guidepost number 8. Cultivating calm and stillness, letting go of anxiety as a lifestyle. In Guidepost number 8, Brown explores the significance of cultivating calm and stillness while letting go of anxiety as a lifestyle. She delves into the societal pressures and expectations that contribute to the prevalence of anxiety in our modern lives. Brown encourages us to prioritize moments of stillness, mindfulness, and relaxation. By incorporating practices such as meditation, deep breathing, and self-reflection into our daily routines, we can quiet our minds, reduce anxiety, and cultivate a greater sense of inner calm. Key takeaway: cultivating calm and stillness involves letting go of anxiety as a lifestyle. By prioritizing moments of stillness, practicing mindfulness, and engaging in relaxation techniques, we can reduce anxiety and foster inner calm. Conclusion: embracing wholehearted living. The Gifts of Imperfection by Brené Brown takes us on a transformative journey towards embracing wholehearted living. Throughout the chapters, Brown offers valuable insights and actionable takeaways for cultivating authenticity, self-compassion, resilience, gratitude, intuition, creativity, play, rest, calm, and meaningful work. She challenges us to let go of societal expectations, perfectionism, comparison, exhaustion, anxiety, and the need for certainty. Instead, she encourages us to embrace our imperfections, nurture self-compassion, practice vulnerability, and forge genuine connections. By living authentically, embracing vulnerability, and cultivating self-acceptance, we can unlock the gifts that come from imperfection and lead more fulfilling lives. The Gifts of Imperfection reminds us that our worthiness is not determined by external validation, but by our ability to embrace our true selves and cultivate a sense of self-love. It urges us to let go of shame, fear, scarcity, and the opinions of others. By doing so, we can embark on a journey of self-discovery, resilience, and wholehearted living. Through personal anecdotes, research-based insights, and practical exercises, Brown empowers us to break free from the limitations that hold us back and embrace a life rooted in authenticity, connection, and joy. By incorporating the principles of wholehearted living into our daily lives, we can experience greater fulfillment, deeper connections, and a sense of purpose. The Gifts of Imperfection serves as a powerful reminder that our imperfections are not shortcomings, but rather opportunities for growth, self-acceptance, and wholehearted living. It inspires us to let go of the masks we wear and embrace our true selves with courage, compassion, and connection.